Hello everyone, Attack Power here with Game 1 between Lisek and Herr Robert in the September monthly tournament. Let's dive right in here to Orsha East, and on the left in the red, we have Lisek, who is apparently a big Witcher fan, playing Group Tyurina on Maverick Income. And on the right in the blue, we've got Herr Robert playing 20th Panzer on Vanguard Income. For those who don't know, the September monthly tournament is an armored division only tournament. So that's why we're seeing all these fun armored divisions going at it today. But let's dive into the decks here with Group Tyurina, a Maverick deck, one we don't see very often here. Probably low B tier, C tier-ish division in terms of overall strength. The Recon tab, solid though. You get a lot of snipers, you get BA-10s. These are honestly, in my opinion, two of the best tools out of the Soviet recon tabs. So always nice to have those. And you get lots of snipers, which is cool. I mean, what division doesn't these days, right? But anyway, the infantry tab, actually very strong for a tank division. You get phenomenal CQC in the form of Tankos, Sturmovikis, and Sturmoviki rocks. And you get plenty of cards of Strelki DP. So this division, almost like a infantry division in disguise, because honestly its tanks are lackluster to say the least. So I almost classify this as like an infantry division in my mind personally, because the infantry is actually what's exciting to me in this division. The tank tab is just T-3476 spam, like all the T-3476 spam. We're seeing 2 double vet cards in A and a double vet card in B, so just going for all that. And these are the worst ones. These are the ones with the lower armor here in B, but that's not a big deal because you're going up against 20th Panzer, which is using Panzer IVs, which have plenty of penetration to kill either. So it's like, I understand the thought process. The higher availability, lower cost will probably outperform. Your support tab in this division, really good because you get that card of T4, Panzer III support, Panzer IV support guns here, which are just phenomenal. You get 8 of them and they fire super fast. They're very, very good. You get usual assault guns, infantry guns, and he's using the 50mm mortar, so very interesting there. AT tab, pretty solid. ZIS-2s, any Soviet tab with ZIS-2s, I feel is an okay AT tab. They're like the PaK-40s of the Soviets, but not as good. The Su-85 is fine. I don't think it's very good, but it's kind of a necessary evil in this deck. Double vetted though, might actually perform. The AA used to be horrendous in this division, but they added a card of 25 mils like way back when, and it makes it okay. It's 25 mils and 37 mils. Not too much to complain about. Nothing to get excited about, though. Your Arty tab is 122s here, and he's using the little dinky 76 mil off map. That's only 40 points and just kind of annoys everybody. And finally, the Air tab, he's bringing the U2 Tamans, or however you say it. They're basically bombers that only cost 25 points and die to a stiff gust of wind. IL-2KR as well, and a card of Yak-9Ts. On the other side, 20th Panzer, solid A tier division. I'd put it like lower-ish A tier at this point. It's not like phenomenally strong, but it really doesn't have any significant back-breaking weaknesses, and that's one of the reasons it's always been high in the tier list. The Recon tab, one of your big issues, you just don't get much. He's not taking the Panzer III card, though, interesting enough, bringing the Spetstroop instead. The Infantry tab, he's bringing the Erzats. Not a fan of that. I still think Erzats are terrible. Double cards of Sturm Pioneers, though, needs that CQC, and basically just Panzergrens the rest of the way, bringing the Panzergren DPs in C, which is the smart thing to do because they only cost 20 points, and he'll actually be able to keep spamming those out. Armor tab here, bringing the Panzer IIIs, which are kind of like a must, bringing the Beuterstalin, a Panzer III leader, and a Panzer IV-G in C. Very interesting, not bringing the T-34s or any earlier Panzer IVs. We'll see if he regrets that. They can be really useful, actually, supporting your infantry. Support tab, phenomenal in this division, but he's just bringing the Grillos, IG-18, and MG-42. No commander or anything like that, so a lackluster support tab here in this build, but this division does have lots of choices there. Your AT tab, really good with the Martyr 1 spam, PaK-40s, the usual stuff. Not bringing the 45 mil though there. The AA tab is actually phenomenal with the Flak 43s and Flak 41s. There's really not much more you could ever need in the world. Flak 43s are phenomenal. Arty tab, really solid. You get the 105 SK-18s he's got here. He's bringing the 220 mil off map, the 150 mil Hummel, and the Würfrahmen. And finally, the Air tab, another lackluster tab in this division. Just not great fighters. You do get Ju-87s and pretty good BF-109 fighter bombers, which though they kind of get blanked about halfway through the game when there's AA up because they can't get through anymore. But we're off, and it looks like Herr Robert is giving up the north, like completely giving up. Oh my goodness. Lisek went for it hard. And basically just, I mean, kind of like Herr Robert's kind of sucking up all of those resources. There is something to be said for it. Herr Robert, on the other hand, going all in on the center here, just piles of Sturm Pioneers, just all kinds of stuff. Ogden and Chigi, of course, get there first. But the Flammenwerfers get their flames off. There's 2v1. Should be an easy win. Also an MG42 as well. Easily overwhelms this. Erzat's in. The assault begins. Sturm Pioneers going for this little woods here. 45 mil might be a big issue, though. Urzat's trying to save the day. Actually, with the help of the NG-42, do take out that 45 mil, which is massive. Allows these transports to get closer to the woods. One Sturm Pioneer did get unloaded. Sturmoviki are here. Triple star. These guys are dangerous with the PPSH buff. Urzat's getting wiped out. Flammenwerfers get wiped out. Urzat's just trying to hide here from the absolute destructive force standing there. But a huge bubble salient opening up here for Herr Robert. Flammenwerfers overwhelming the Ogden and Cheeky here. The only thing holding is the Maxim. Could be very dangerous. Urzat's getting forced back, though. Panzergren's hiding because they can't actually fight the Maxim at this range. Sturm Pioneers piling in here. But this little cadre of units holding off. Panzergren getting hit by the snipers and the Stelky DPs. Really should, like, switch this back a building. Some Martyr 1s coming in. Not the greatest support weapons here, but the Sturm Pioneers did get in. Can they beat the Tankos? I mean, 1v1, 2v1, they should, but 2v2, not so much. IL-2KR now in doing its strafe run. Really solid strafer unit here still. Panzer 3 now coming with it off-map immediately. That's disgusting, but obviously I see what he's thinking. You drop an off-map right here, force this all off, and kind of seal up the game by capturing this middle hill. The capture of the middle hill can be the, like, death knell of this game, of this map. Needs reinforcing up north, though. I can't imagine Lisek has blind to the fact that there's nothing here. Although all his troops are currently demanded in the center. Sturm Pioneers do get overwhelmed by these Tankos. They did some damage, but not nearly enough. M2A1's pushing out. Martyr 1s need to stop these M2A1s desperately. DP going after that Martyr 1 might kill it. Martyr 1 coming out. APCR is off, so good for him. IL-2KR is out of dangerous ammo, just down to machine guns now. Martyr 1 takes out one of the M2A1s. The other one does go down as well, so both of those out of the way. They are quite annoying as always. IG-18 finally in position, but it looks like it might be suffering from the most tiny of hill depression bull craps here. I assume. Looks like it. That's total bull, but it is what it is. IG-18 would normally beat the Maxim, but is going to, well, with the help of the Panzergun, might still beat that, but the other assault gun with the sniper here going to overwhelm that. IG-18 switching targets, though, trying to take out that assault gun now. Looks like it's going to get overwhelmed, though. Panzergun should be able to take out that Maxim in a moment here. IG-18 trying to support. Will it take out those BA-10 successfully? Off-map coming in. It's a nicely placed off-map. It's going to do a lot of damage. Although it should have been spotted now by the IL-2KR. So I would assume maybe Lisek will fall back. It doesn't look like it. IG-18 did take out one of the BA-10, so that's a really nice kill there. This flag about to be lost up here. 12-12 currently. Some fast-paced action. U2 coming in. Here comes 200 kilogram bombs, do some nice damage. Flak 43 is coming to finally stop the IL-2KR harassment. MG42 trying to get on target and finish off these Strelky DPs. Should be able to do it now with them out in the open. Panzergun should easily beat the Strelky SVT. And now the off-map coming in. Let's see if it can do much. Strelky DP dies. I mean, that was already on his way to death anyway, but Flak 43 should take out the U2 successfully. All the units pinned. Another Strelky SVT goes down. Sturmoviki takes a huge amount of damage. Cheese tactic, here it comes. Half-track driving through, gonna surrender everything. This is disgusting. Off-map is stupid. Sorry, gotta say it once. Anyway, so yeah, there it is. That's how you do it, folks. That's how you win SD2. Drop your off-map, drive through with a half-track, and feel like a Chad. I wish I could have, like, the, you know, the pixelated glasses going down to my eyes right now. And the half-track survives. Wow, what a true Chad. Off-Claire in the church tower here. Panzer 3 now in as well. That's U-85 going to be a bit of an issue. T4 even could kill that too with their super fast-firing AP shells. Now off-map coming here. Another really well-placed shot. Should be able to force all of this off and perhaps secure this hill. Although he definitely needs some more infantry and stuff here for these towns. Otherwise, stuff will just drive right back in. Like this stuff right here. The Tango leader got unloaded somehow by accident, it looks like. Tango's going for this, though. There is a fair bit of protection, though. A lot of Sturm Pioneers. BF-109 takes out the U-2 before it can really do serious damage. The bombs appear to have not dropped anywhere. Well, maybe they did here. But the Panzerguns are very healthy, so I don't think they did. BF-109 gets out before the Yak-9T can do its damage. Yak-9T has very few bullets. I mean, it's a 30 mil, but it's very few. But Lisek getting to stay in this game easily because of Herr Robert's absolute ignoring of this flag up north. I mean, literally one Urzat would do it. Off-map coming in, doing some nice pinning. Here comes the half-track. T4 goes down. That's a big kill. And here comes the half-track. I'm gonna surrender you. Everyone surrender. You fools. You have lost to the off-map cheese. How do you feel? Yes, like a failure. Yes, you do feel like a failure. Oh, I'm the ultimate half-track. And this half-track's gonna have like 20 deaths, 20 kills. That's disgusting. Martyr 1, take out the T-3476. Nice kill there. Ouch. And all of these units surrendered. Herr Robert on 1311 still refuses to put even a singular unit up north. He says, you know what, screw you, I don't even need it. Sturm Pioneers, I mean, it's going to be rough because they're going to get forced out of the building the second they, you know, get spotted and get hit by a Molotov. Strelke SVT trying to get in. Panzergren in half-tracks. Interesting to see Herr Robert bring these half-track units in so early. But I guess I do it too. I guess you do a mix. The mix is the right choice. It's not all one. Tankos get spotted by the Panzer III here. Panzer III doesn't do much HE damage, so this isn't going to be like backbreaking, but it will slowly chip it away, and it will pin it so it won't be dangerous for the time being. Wow, what is he doing? Like, I guess he just hasn't looked up north one time. There we go. My goodness gracious. He put the air, and finally some Panzergrens in. Goodness gracious. Wow, that took a long time. Strelke SVT, I think they'll live. Yep, nice 6 damage, though, but they are alive. Urzat's finally coming in. He rerouted this. He was sending it somewhere else. Strelke DP trying to get back up on this hill. Panzergrens did get in position, though. Panzer III Martyr 1 in position as well now. Tankos are completely forced off. M2A1's coming in. Panzergren here does have a Panzerfaust, and it's going to take out one. Should be able to take out the other if it hops out really quick. Nope, it does not. So now that 50 cal going to do its work, but one is down, and that forces off the second one. That was a really nice play there for Herr Robert. Not that he did much, but he did enough. Sturmoviki absolutely eviscerate those Flammenwerfers. These guys are still very strong. They got much stronger. They were kind of meh before because of the PPSHs being meh, but now with the PPSH buff and the TNT, these guys are pretty darn good for 20 points. They're pretty nuts. And they get shock, because why not? They should. I mean, they should. They're a CQC unit. But it really helps. Strelke DP easily getting beaten by the Panzergrens. No chance there. BA-10, though, going to be a bit of an issue here for Herr Robert. 1311 finally reachieved here by Herr Robert with his infantry up here. Remember, this is Vanguard versus Maverick. Technically speaking, Maverick gets way more points. By the end of B phase, Maverick has 200 more points than Vanguard. By the end of the game, Vanguard flips that, but it's a very slow bonus. Like, the 200 points at the end of B phase is far more significant than the, you know, the 100 points Vanguard picks up by the end of 50 minutes. Now, if it was just the Panzergren versus the SVTs, then of course the Panzergrens win, but the addition of this Maxim here are going to flip this fight, most likely. Grilla coming in, though, to finally seal the deal here. Let's see if the Panzergrens survive long enough to take advantage of it. The IO2KR was forced off by the flak. Double assault gun here going to be an issue. Strelke SVT, though, will go down, and the assault guns are going to take out that SDKFZ, which was helping hold off some of those infantry. Despite the fact it's not super dangerous, it does help pin them down very quickly. Tankos and Sturmoviki now moving in. I don't know. These Tankos took a lot of damage. I mean, they'll still hurt. There's no doubt about that. Panzergren's out of position, unfortunately. Double Molotov out. Sherman Pioneers do some nice damage, but it's not going to be enough. One Tanko down. Flamers continue to work. Panzergren finally getting involved. Sturmoviki, did they throw their grenade? They have not. They lost line of sight, and the Tankos get wiped down. The Sturmoviki forced back. M2A1 trying to get up on the hill. Getting forced back. Panzergren is pinned, glitched out on the fallback. That sucks major balls. I hate that. That is such crap. No reason for it. BF-109 takes out one of the assault guns, I think? Oh, no, this IG-18 took out an assault gun. BF-109 swinging around to try to finish off the second one. Killing that would be pretty big. Strelke DP getting into position, though. Panzergren's in a lot... Oh, no, actually, their health is okay. Assault gun goes down. M2A1's moving in to get back up on this hill. Urzat did sneak in here. Interesting play there. Sturmoviki versus Sturm Pioneers. Sturmoviki got to take a lot of damage because they're out of cover. They can't get their grenade off, and the Sturm Pioneers are going to win. Do get their grenade off, though. Will they survive? They do. Wow, a cheeky Sturm Pioneer there. I mean, Sturmoviki. Sturm Pioneer now pushing through. M2A1 can't go much further. Panzergren now goes down. Grilla did not arrive in time, and the Panzergren's glitched out there, getting kind of the bone there for Herr Robert. Now into B phase, and now we see if Lisek can leverage his Maverick advantage to win this game. Once you get into C phase, I mean, Herr Robert definitely has the advantage. It's not a major advantage, but it's an advantage. This Sturm Pioneer going way too far. This was a major mistake by Herr Robert. I'm not sure what he was doing. This feels like, was an oopsie? Feels like a bit of an oopsie. I'm not sure what his plan would have been when he got to the other side of the woods. A Panzergren leader now coming in. Probably for the town. Yep. Along with a Sturm Pioneer, also for the town. Here comes Panzergren as well. More Panzergrens dropped off. IG-18 out of heat shells and fails to penetrate that Su-85, which it should have. It really shouldn't have been able to kill that. Panzer Grenadier does not have any AT, so it's no danger to these. Panzer III is trying to move in with the Martyr 1s to engage this armor. Panzer III should get the first shot off, especially because it spotted it. Here we go. APCR is on, gets the penetration though. Martyr 1 moving in as well. Su-85 aiming up. Another shot from the Panzer III. Whoa, Martyr 1 goes down in one shot. Must have been damaged. Definitely a disappointing thing there. APCR should finish off the armor crack there from the Su-85. Goes down. IG-18 went down. Panzergren now pinned down as well. Erzatstruppen gets spotted out. Now getting pushed back by the M2A1s. Definitely an issue. This flag is going to be under pressure any moment here. The Sturm Pioneers did get back into the forest here. M2A1 going after that Sturm Pioneer. This M2... Oh, God, these half-tracks. Rage. Grilla spotting out the Maxim from the reveal there. The Sturmviki died to the Grilla ground attack or were spotted. Maxim wiped out. Stroke SVT severely damaged. Panzergren should be able to capture this any moment. Erzat's coming in to grab that ground there. M2A1 just kind of running away from the Panzergrens that are trying to unload to get a Panzerfaust off, and now they're going to get pinned down too. They can't be surrendered because they're behind the line, but it's ridiculous. Ridiculous in my opinion. 122 now in. This is actually very dangerous. It's got the heat shell, so it's an instant kill. M2A1 goes down, capturing this flag. BF-109 coming in. We do see some AA now, though. 25 mil focusing on the Ju-87, allowing the BF-109 to get through. Bomb hit goes off, but the fallback keeps the 122 alive. I don't know if it would have died anyway, but it does definitely keep it alive. Takes a lot of damage, though. Panzergren stayed in the half-track, really trying hard to get on this stupid M2A1. And now it definitely is in range. Needs to unload immediately. There we go. Finally unloads. Panzergren gonna take that out. Thank goodness I hate those things. Off map now. Now looks like Lisek is going to return the favor. Sturm Pioneer's getting absolutely wrecked here. Little micro mistake there by Herr Robert. Gonna cost him a lot of troops. And now Lisek already on the 13-11. 3 minutes here into B phase. Half track pinning down the half track. Okay. Anyway, Martyr 1 gonna come around here and finish off this M2A1. I love seeing M2A1s die. They're just so obnoxious. I'm sorry. Even when I use them, I don't feel good about myself. Herr Robert finally shifting appropriately and recapturing this flag, and it's now 13-11. Grilla goes down, though, the Su-85. Oof. That's a big loss there. That 2K HE support really does a lot. 88 in a bad spot here that it can't, like, cover this hill. Looks like it does see the Su-85 somehow, despite no line of sight. Completely misses. Oh, Flak 41s. I always want you to do better, and then you don't. Here comes Lisek. Everything's pinned down except for this very dangerous Panzer III. But the Panzer III does have APCR on, which is a big problem. The infantry are unloaded. Panzer III will be able to throw down a bunch of machine gun fire. Shermoviki rocks quadruple going on. Shooter knockout with the DP. What a lucky crit there in this clutch moment. Another off map coming in. We do see an 88 here on the hill. Gets a loader wounded on the T-34-76. One T-34 down. Panzer III getting pretty easily overwhelmed. Finally comes out of its shooter knockout. Gets a spalling, goes down. The APCR not doing the job here. IG-18 getting some heat shells off. MG-42 getting overwhelmed. Off map did come down both times. It's a 150. Oh, it's the 76 mils, the little dinky one. No wonder nothing's dying. I was like, why does this feel like it's not doing anything? Because it is not doing anything. Erzat's now back in. Panzergren back in their position. Su-85 chilling out there. The fight is, of course, right now in the center. Gun jam on the T4. That definitely sucks there for Lisek. Down it goes. MG-42 getting overwhelmed. Panzergren leader here in a very dangerous spot. Yak-9T coming through. Helps finish that off. 88, Flak 43. IL-2KR hitting the MG-42s out of action here. They've actually been doing a lot of damage. Flak 43 in a kind of odd spot, actually, because it can't... It's like too far behind the hill. Do you see how it's stopping firing pretty early? Yak-19 goes down there, so nice kill there from that Flak 41. T-34s have taken a lot of damage. Flag still being held. The Saprides will be able to kill this Panzergrenadier. Another off-map coming down. Double Zis-2 here, taking out one of the Martyr 1s. A lot of armor loss here. Panzer 3 takes a penetration. This is definitely not good at the moment. But Panzer 3 takes out a T-34-76. Nice kill there for Herr Robert. And another... Ooh, wow, okay. So those are two nice kills to kind of get back in the good trades there, because he was definitely falling behind a bit. A lot of losses. Panzergrenadier getting hit by all the Strelky stuff. Loader killed with the PaK-40 APCR on the Su-85. And down the Su-85 goes. Now the PaK-40 will re-aim at the T-34-76. This is really bad for Lisek. He's losing a lot of armor. I mean, these T-34s are just piling in. But if he keeps losing them like this, it's some big losses. Panzer IV leader now in as well. Infantry finally down, though the Strelka DP, well, they're really pinned, so they may not win that fight against the Urzat. SDKFZ drive through and surrender some Sapridy. I'm not sure what pinned them down. I don't see any arty or anything. BF-109 will not get through this time on the bombing strike. 37 mils are in position. Might even lose this, and this is what I meant by the BF-109 just kind of being irrelevant about halfway through the game, and that's exactly where we're at here. They can't get through AA anymore, and down it goes. So down one of those very fragile things going. You only had two of them, so one's dead. I mean, BF-109 bombers are great. They reload fast. They fly very fast. They have pretty good bomb loadout, but they just can't do much after, like, A phase. T-34 getting hit, but that also means that the PaK-40 is not killing these Sturmoviki rocks that are coming in. But, I mean, killing that T-34 is a pretty big deal. I'm not going to, like, undercount how good that is. Sturmoviki rocks forced to unload, but Herr Robert finally moving to take advantage of it? Yeah, it looks like it. Flak 88 getting to work there. Herr Robert holding on to his 13-11. 2 minutes left here in B phase, and Lisek looking like he's in a very tough position, actually. He lost so many T-34s. They keep coming. It's not like he doesn't have more, but he's lost a lot. It's PaK-40 in a nice position here. SDKFZ's going to go down to the T-34s as they push forward to try to capture this. Sturmoviki rocks forced out before they could get into position. SDKFZ trying to get away. Will it? It looks like it will. It does. There we go. And the cap there, 14-10 for Herr Robert. Lisek moving in with a big blob of T-34s. This Panzergrenadier, no chance against those. Zis-2's in a nice position here from Lisek. Panzer 3 support, going to hit that Sturmoviki rocks there. Sturm Pioneer still going to go down, but they did take out one of the Sturmoviki rocks, and killing these off is actually pretty key at this point. Because they're just strong. They're very, very strong. And you get 8 of them double vetted in B, which is very good. Like, a very good availability. One T-34 down to the PaK-40. The other one poking at some Urzats. Another Flak 41 coming in to shore up the 2K down south. And this is one of the issues for Group Tyurina, is just no 2K. Other than the 122s in the Arty tab, which are not technically 2K HE support weapons, but they can be used as such, they have no 2K anything. No 2K AT, no real 2K HE other than those 122s. Like, it's rough. And 20th Panzer has plenty of it. So a whole lot of Panzer 3s still alive here. T-34s moving in. The Panzer 3s could poke their heads out here. Like, there's a nice little line of sight here. It's dangerous, of course, though, with these Zis-2s just hanging around. Or is that getting hit? He might lose this flag here soon. Guerrilla coming in? This is a weird choice. The Zis-2s will absolutely decimate this Guerrilla before it ever really shoots. Panzer 3s moving in. Oh, no. The Zis-2s are going to absolutely shellac this. And the T-34s are already out of line of sight. Oh, no. This is so bad. This is really, really bad for Herr Robert. It's phenomenal for Lisek. I mean, there goes one Panzer 3. This is a massive mistake. And now a Boy to Stalin is commit. Oh my god. No, no. I mean, the Boy to Stalin got a nice hit off there. These, if they're using APCR, can 100% kill this, but the side shot from the T-34-76 could do it as well. This is just, oh my god, this is such a bad idea. Herr Robert's like committing to it too. Like, he's not backing off. Martyr 1 gets a pen. T-34 gets a pen. Sturmoviki rocks in down south. I don't want to miss this, though. Guerrilla, though, pops out of nowhere. Takes out the Zis-2. Woo! Stalin takes a side shot, though, from the T-34-76, so now it's damaged. Martyr 1 does not get its second shot off on the T-34 blob. We're now into C phase. We see 3... Oh, my God. That's just disgusting. And this is what you do with these things. You call in, like, 3 at once, and then they just, like, ultra-saturate an area. Sturmoviki rocks in without Arty or air support. I don't think he can dig these out. Unless there's a tank that gets around here somewhere. Flak 41, though, gonna spot that T-34-76. Misses its first shot. Wow, these 88s just cannot land a first shot. I mean, they are unvetted. Fine, I'll buy that. But they do have 40% accuracy, and so far we've seen far less than that. Should start landing here on the third shot, though. Yep, Sturm Pioneers. Oh, these poor Sturm Pioneers. They have so little chance. It's hilarious how poor their chances are. And here comes the off-map spam. Wojciechowski's still alive, but it might die to this. I mean, it's going to take a pretty bad hit here, and it's probably going to die. Double 50 mil mortar moving forward. Can probably hit this Panzergren. It's back to a 12-12, but we're now into C phase, which means technically Herr Robert is advantaged. Sturm rocks immediately falling back. Kind of weird. I don't know if they were spotted by something else. I'm not sure. Ju-87 coming in to cluster that Sturmoviki rocks? I understand for pinning's sake, but it's already running away. So Panzer IV should finish that off. So nice kill there for that. Off map coming on in. Will the Beuterstalin survive? 88 is here. 25 mil is here to stop the Ju-87, which should never get through this, I don't think. Oh my goodness, it might. No, it won't. Yeah, it's way too long of a fly through. Here comes the T4 spam. 88 might die here. Martyr 1, Panzer 3 in. One transport down already. Panzer 3 took out one. The other ones are forced to unload here. T4 is stuck on hill depression because that's not bullcrap. That ain't bull at all. No, that makes total sense. That's very historically accurate. Some things, guys. Some things. I understand it's realistic, but maybe some things you just shouldn't be realistic about. BF-109 goes down to the A there, so loss of that fighter. Sapperty completely thrown off. T-34s try to move in. More off-map coming in. T-34 takes a pen. Martyr 1 goes down. T-34 double star, though, but Panzer 3 is too. And they trade. And the SDKZ goes down, but another loss of a T-34. Panzer 4s now in, though. We're now into C phase, so Herr Robert calling in his Panzer 4s instead of Panzer 3s. While less point efficient, they are, of course, much more dangerous. Every shot from these should pen a T-34 pretty easily. Another T-34 going down. Panzer 3 Martyr 1 combo should be able to take out this T-4 pretty easily, but APCR is left on. Doesn't matter. Two of them do the job. Panzer 4 spotting this T-34. T-34 has nothing to spot for. Down it goes. All these T-34s dead. Sapperty staying on top of this Panzergren. Should be able to take them down. Yep, down they go. So Lisek got back on the hill, but ugh, that was a bloody way to do it. A lot of points invested. When you call in 3 of these, the 40 points all of a sudden is 120, so it's not really cheap anymore. Herr Robert finally pushing forward to get this Sturmoviki rocks out. Strelke DP's moving in. Is there a C-phase card of Strelke DPs? No, there's not. Lisek only has 52 infantry. So, and Herr Robert's got 87. Now, the Erzats, though, of course, count for 18 of those. I always, like, put them together, so really I count that as, like, 9. Panzer 3, Martyr 1 leaving their APCR on, and the Martyr 1 died because of it. So, definitely a micro mistake there. Wojciechowski's still alive despite these many, many off-maps. Now, of course, these off-maps are really bad off-maps. It's one of the only off-maps in the game that is legitimately bad. Basically, every other one gives you some extreme amount of value in some way. Panzergren DP finally get too close to the Sturmovikis, and they just absolutely crush this Panzergren. Oof. That hurt. Pack 40 sees, spots the freaking off-map. I think they're already used up, but it's still so satisfying to see them die. Die, off-map, die. Go, Pack 40, you are the hero of this story. Glorious. Glorious. SK 18105? Did he purposely bring it in as AT? Because that was ballsy AF. Do not agree with that whatsoever. It does 9 damage. That's such an annoying amount of damage. Like, why would you only do 9? That was definitely like Eugen, like, trolling this unit. Yeah, it's totally missed. It's completely pinned. This was really weird. I don't know why this would ever be up here in the first place. Zis 2, find the Martyr 1, does get out. SK-18 dies because it never belonged there in the first place. I have to assume that was a mistake. But Herr Robert on the 13-11 again. The deeper we get in the C phase, the better things get for him. Again, it's a small point advantage, but it is a point advantage. And I'm not going to lie, the difference between 80 and 90 feels like a lot. Because it's a lot of like infantry that add up to 90 and not 80. Strelky DP finally take out that SDK of Zed, but the Sturmviki rocks have been kind of wiped out for the most part, except for these couple here in the center. I think Lisek called them in pretty... Oh, just kidding. There they are. There's 3 more. And this what I'd have to assume is the end of them. I would have to guess that this is the last of the Sturmviki rocks. Because we've seen quite a few. Like right here was 2. There were 2 here. JU-87 being used to pin down the Strelky DP. Nice little use there. No AA down south. Panzer 4 in a really kind of useless position here. It could be at least here to, like, help out. And now the advantage is certainly in Herr Robert's favor because of the Panzergren DPs now can come in. They have a double machine gun, and they just outfight all the remaining infantry that Lisek has. And Lisek's, I would have to assume, is running lower on infantry at this point. I mean, he's been calling in infantry. It's not like he's been really conservative with them. We do see 50 mil meat mortar. I'm assuming finally going for this point. Yep. We'll capture this, that means. Although, then again, probably not. The Ersatz are still here. Maybe they won't. Wojciech Stalin spotting... I don't know what. Those 50 mil mortars? Really? Werframen coming in. Another off map, the 4th. Tac beacon on that Zis 2. Not sure what his plan where it is. The loss of that SK-18, that was like a big flub up there. Because that could have been like right here and really done well hitting these units in radio range. Gudila should absolutely wipe out this infantry gun. Boop, there it goes. 50 mil more gonna just keep working on this Panzergren. Werframen going for the Zis 2. Zis 2 on the move, though. I don't know if it'll dodge it. It kind of depends on where the Werframen strike goes. Herr Robert trying to get a cheeky flag here, just being stopped just short. T-34-76 already dead. Panzer IV did move forward and did kill that T-34. Double sniper, though, will help. Strelky DP. A lot of infantry here. Sherm Pioneer is just chilling out. 122 going after the Flak 88. 88 has plenty of HE left, though, and does manage to pin it down and force the retreat in time. Yeah, that thing's got to run. Yeah, Werframen failed. I'm not a big fan of Werframens. Specifically these. They have to get too close, in my opinion, and I just find them to be horribly inaccurate most of the time. Spay Troop spotting the 50 mil mortar. Can it finish it off? Spay Troop are really not heavily armed at all. A single MG-34, not going to do much. Might even lose out. It is going to lose out, I think, to this 50 mil mortar. Will it get the pin? It does. Oh, it took so much damage. Infantry get in. One Strelky DP forced off. Panzergren's now getting hit by the sniper, but the sniper getting hit by the Panzer IV, and there's an SDK of Zed here to help support Flak on the job as well. This 88's in a really aggressive position, and it has really paid off. I can't say it has not. This Zis-2 is inches away from killing, or I guess meters away from killing this Panzer IV, but he just doesn't know it's there. Off-map taking out one of the Panzer IIIs. Can the Panzer IIIs stop these Sturmovikis? One goes down in the transport, so that one's weakened. And now the other one's almost immediately pinned down. Lisek just losing all of the rest of his really high-quality infantry here. 122 spotting that SDK of Zed. Misses, though. Not sure what that was for. Oh, Zis-2 on the hill here. Panzergren's overwhelming the Maxim. Panzergren here unloaded. Can it stop the assault gun from killing it? I'm not sure. The answer is going to be no. JU-87 probably going to die here flying directly over the 25 mil. I'm not sure if it picked up any kills, but off-map just continuously comes down. Spay Troop goes down now to the 50 mil mortars. Took 1 damage from those. Erzat finally spotted, going to die to the Sapody. It's back to a 12-12. Off-map kills one of these weakened Panzergrens. Yeah, Robert probably needs some more infantry here on the hill. I mean, he's got them. He's got 27 Panzergren DPs. And these Sturm Pioneers are just chilling out here. But down south, Herr Robert's push successful. Gets in here. This is where all his points are going right now. And there's the flag. BF-109 did take out the Zis-2. T-34 coming in to try to stem this massive hole. Panzergren leader going in here. That's... Ooh. I mean, could definitely hide back here, but that's... Ooh. Pack 40 now spots infantry, I assume. 122. Did it spot the Pack 40? No, it didn't. Who will spot who first? The 122, it looks like. But the T-34 will go down before the 122 can fire. That's another loss. Oh, no, Pack 40 missed. T-34 trying to turn in time. I don't think it's going to make it. Oh! And the 122 takes out the Pack 40, which takes out the T-34. I don't think that's a good trade there for Lisek, who's definitely on the back foot here. Sniper goes down to the Erzats. SDKZ capturing this flag. Weird thing is there's no AT here to stop this T-34, which will now just poke at these infantry. Panzergren rerouting here to try to push off this Strelky DP. The problem is this 122 is in a nice spot there. It's pretty dangerous. Can the Erzats finish off the 122 in time? The Panzergren just out of line of sight, apparently. I don't understand how. And down it goes. Erzats, heroes. They're Erzat hero. He was an Erzat hero, disheartened in his eyes. Da-da-da-da. But anyway, IL-2KR double coming in. There's a Flak 88, well, 2 Flak 88s, actually. They should be able to stop them. Yep. Oh, and a good hit from the first one. Away that goes. The other one, will it get in to strike that Panzergren? Ow, ooh, ow, ooh, ow, ooh, ow. Leader goes down completely. That hurt for Herr Robert. Panzergren now getting on target. Panzer IV now just pushing through. T-34 takes a hit from the Panzer IV-G. They should trade, I would think. And down they both go. But that's obviously, again, way more value for Herr Robert in this point with Lisek on the back foot. It's still 12-12 because Lisek has now captured this flag up north. So really nice play here from Lisek, taking advantage of Herr Robert, like, not putting things up north. I mean, both players looking extremely thin here. Herr Robert, of course, deploying all his troops down south, basically, at this point. 122 should be able to kill off this Panzergren here. Oh, just kidding. Took out the Sturm Pioneer instead. Erzat's going down a level. There's still more of these left after all this time. Panzer IV moving in more Panzergrens. Surprised, there's a lot of Panzergrens still left. Not even Panzergren DPs, but like Panzergrens. And now Lisek captures this flag as well with his Tankos. Yeah, Herr Robert being, I think, maybe a little too passive up north. I understand he's really trying to make this southern push a thing. And it is a thing, and it's going well, but like, he's given up a lot to make this happen. T4 gets held up. Will the Panzer IV take it out? Does get the first pen. Panzer IV has to re-aim now because it's spotted now that's Panzer IV. Gets a shot off, misses, and goes down. That's a big loss there. Now the SDKZ pushing in here. Huge line of reinforcements, though. The Verframen strike killed off some of those Sturmoviki rocks there, though. But now this flag is now captured. Granilla needing to back up. No reinforcements coming still. SDKZ will, I would think, will die here. Panzer IV trying to get into a spot. 45 mil was deployed, though. Panzergren needs to get into a building. There we go. T4s are here, though. Very cost-efficient at this point. Something that Lisek is in desperate need of. Spare troop coming in. Erzat finally coming in as well. It will die to the Sapity before it ever gets there. Panzer IV hitting that Strelky DP. T4 is spotting some SDKFZs to kill. Grenadier DP coming in finally. Panzer IV as well coming in. Thought I heard a plane. Huh. Herr Robert on 1311. It feels like he should be way further ahead than this, but he's not. I mean, Lisek has grabbed a whole bunch of flags up here. It's easy to forget that he's captured 3 flags right here. Herr Robert has captured this one here, this one, and now these 2. So he's up 4 flags, Lisek up 3 flags, and that's where he's getting his 1-point advantage. But again, it's one of these high-level plays again. Look at this. This disgusting. Gross. Where both players just kind of abandoning entire flanks of the map. Panzergren's getting absolutely shellacked here by assault gun, by infantry guns and assault guns and every other thing. IL-2KR does get a burst in. 88s do push it off. These 88s need to probably move up, like a whole bunch, to actually be relevant still. because they're really far. Like, this 88 could go all the way up here and just, like, cut this reinforcement off permanently. Actually, could get some shots over here. That'd be huge. The 122 is here, of course, but that should get spotted eventually. Panzergren getting really ballsy. Punished for it. BF-109 coming in. There's really no AA here. Yep. And down the assault gun go. And that thing was really helping a lot. So that dying is a big deal. 122. Not sure what it spotted. These Panzergren again? This Urzat? What's it going after? Oh, these infantry. They should be able to overwhelm. No, he just immediately falls back. I was going to say, I feel like he could win. Ju-87 misses all... Nope. Yeah, it does kill the T4. There you go. 37 mil really far back. I think it might still get the kill, though. Ju-87s are very small. I mean, very slow. Yeah, I guess not. It's in a weird spot. The immediate unload punishing him. Panzergren's out of cover here. We have an attack beacon on the 122. I assume the Werframen is going there next. Oh my goodness. The Werframen's going up on the hill. Huge push out here by Lisek. IL-2KR flying around unbothered. Flak 88 now coming in. Flak 43 trying to do something about it. Panzergren holding off things for now, but it's going to get overwhelmed by the sheer number of machine guns here. Panzergren DP coming in to save the day. Panzergren over here moving in as well. Down south, Lisek's inching closer to this flag, but still doesn't have it. Herr Robert getting a bigger gap. Only 13 minutes left here. And the issue is, of course, going to be now for Lisek that, you know, he's got a lot of tickets to make up. And the time is ticking down steadily and quickly. 88 is coming in. This IL-2KR, though, still left to hamper everything it wants to hamper. Nice burst here on the Panzergren DP. Ouch. 50mm mortar finally goes down, and now the SDKs can target this Sapity. Werframen goes. Hits the 122. Should be able to kill that from here. U2 now coming in as well. 88 still trying to get into position. Another 88 coming in. Flak 43 did get far enough forward now to stop the two IL-2KRs finally. I don't know if it'll reach that U2, but the Flak 88 should get in position in time. BA-10 now flying through. See another 88 coming in. Already out of range, though. The BA-10 just flying through. Can the Panzergren unsuppress in time? Not with it getting shot. And the Panzergren going to go down here. 88 needs to be careful. Might die to the BA-10. Down south, Lisek has recaptured this flag, but Herr Robert's still on a 13-11 with the capturing of these two flags up south north. 45 mil in position. One Panzer IV did go down, I think, to it. And now these Sturm Pioneers, still a few of these left, beating out these Schalke DP in the woods, as they should. Down it goes. The other one's going to lose, though, here, because it's getting 2v1'd. BA-10 did go down to the 88 here. BF-109 coming in now to try to help out, kill that Tanko leader and make these guys a little less effective. 37 mil can't get the suppression on in time. Tanko survives, though. Suppression does the job anyway. And now these guys get absolutely wiped out now. Woo! And Lisek throws the game. Well, throws in the towel, I should say. 39 minutes, 21 seconds. Great game to Herr Robert. Nice game from Lisek as well. But those trades are just too rough. You can see a 1,200 point difference there. We could definitely see that happening. Yeah, good game to both players. That was an exciting one. This two doing a lot of work there with that suicide charge of Herr Robert that made me almost throw up in my mouth. The 76 mil did kill that Boychestalin eventually. Heavy, the off-map, gross. Panzer 3, wow. Look at that Panzer 3 go. These things, again, these can just do so well. For 40 points, they're really strong. Pack 40, that was the one down south, just picking off things over and over again. Panzer 4, Panzer 3 again, Grilla. Wow, look at that Urzak go. What a hero. Promote that guy. Promote him to Panzer Grenadier. Or at least Grenadier, my goodness gracious. But if you guys enjoyed that, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, consider checking out the Patreon. It really helps the channel out. And make sure to go follow me on Instagram, attack_power gaming. Thanks a bunch, guys. Or attack_power_gaming. There we go. Thanks a bunch, guys, and have a fantastic day.